We're looking at the Nuke Matrix, Yip Fung Sim, Super Forest, Fantasy Girls, Action Plastic Model Kit, Fantasy Girls, CF08 Cyclone Hopper, I think is what it's called, and it's kind of like a play on Kamen Rider, I guess, because she comes with a motorcycle. You can see that the box is thick. She got a thick box. Yeah, so that's a look at the armored version of the model and the motorcycle. Pretty cool. And you know, some action poses and stuff. There's the model version of the cover pose. Kids on your wish list. It's so I haven't built it. I just bought it, but I've bought one of these other kits before from the same manufacturer, and I found that the quality was good, and the price point is good, relatively speaking, compared to like Megami Device, Kotobukiya stuff. This is a Chinese kit from Nuke Matrix, I think is called. Nuke Matrix. And considering that you get all this stuff. Yeah, force perspective. I was confused about your claim this comes with 2 figures. Does it mean with 2 bodies for her, one with armor and one without? Yes. Wait, hold on. No. It comes with, yeah. So we just looked at the one body, and here's the other body. There. So those are the 2 figures, 2 whole complete figures. And the other thing to take note of is that the outfit here is fabric. It's made out of soft goods, so that's like a fabric skirt and stockings and like some kind of pleather jacket. We can take a look and open this up real quick. Ugh. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff, as you can see, and I don't really know if I kind of want to get the manual. So let's just try. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to look at every single plastic piece, but you can see that there's some effect parts here. The effect parts, I think, are UV reactive. We do have the flesh parts. That's the butt. That's the booty. We've got some blank faces. I think there's a stand. We didn't see the stand. This is the motorcycle. You can see it's like a lot of, you know, I'm sure the construction's pretty basic, but really big pieces for the motorcycle there. It appears that the thigh is like a single piece, right? And not like 2 halves, which means that you won't have any kind of seam line from attaching both parts. That's very nice because it just makes for a nicer presentation, and I don't have to do any kind of like post-processing kind of stuff. Metallic parts. This appears to be metallic coated rather than injection. And a lot of different colors, more clear parts, more effect parts. The thigh must be smooth. There's the thigh, by the way. Again, another seat, because there are 2 sets. Then 2 versions of effect, 1 colored and 1 clear. If you want to paint your own. Probably a few months out. That's surprised I haven't seen anything online. Yeah, so I feel pretty confident that this is going to be a good build. You know, like I'm sure there might be some issues, but they'll probably be pretty easy to be dealt with. Again, we have this metallic coated, which looks very nice. Of course, there will be some issues with the nubs, unless that is then disguised or undergated. Oh, it's the most fiddly kit. Oh, really? Interesting. So we'll see what I'm... So maybe I'm in for a hard time after all. We'll see. That appeared to be the armored parts. We've got the... It never ends, guys. It keeps going. Some clear effect parts. Yep. We have some water slide decals. Oh, yeah, water slide decals and a printed face and a cloth cape. That looks very nice. This water slide appears to be a thong or her underwear. I think. Yeah, it looks like there's different colored panties that you can put. I didn't. Full disclosure, I didn't know. I didn't know about that. I do know that the model, the secondary body, is nude, and it's anatomically correct.
Stay off the weed.
Got some wheels. Thong a bong. Bong ba bong bong bong. Rubber wheels. They are rubbery. I heard something about Lego no longer producing rubber wheels anymore, and that the wheels are just like hard plastic. Next level lewd, yeah. This is cool. It's an effect part, and it's in its own container, because they knew that, like, if this piece was to be on a runner, there was a strong chance that it would break, right? So it's kind of cool that they just put this one effect part in a box. So I appreciate that kind of like care and attention to the packaging. So there's more water slide decals. This one looks to be for the motorcycle, and there's a little grasshopper decal. That's pretty cool. We've got some more faces. These are pre-printed. There's a handful of pre-printed faces, as you can see here, but also there was a bunch of blank faces. So all told, there will be a lot of facial expressions if you really truly wanted to, like, get every single facial expression that the model comes with. Like, that's a lot. Product after sales card. It's nothing too big here, but this is, I think that this is the soft goods. Let's take a look. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah. Can this? Yeah. So here, I don't know if you can see. That appears to be the stockings. There's one short one and one long one, and this is her top. And there's a cross, and it looks like it's like a metallic. Yeah, came into focus. Yeah, there's some kind of metallic little, it's not a cross, it's more of a star on the chest, and it is shiny. It looks nice. Like, I've always wanted to get some doll clothes. If we're just gonna call a spade, I just wanted to play with my dollies. And I was looking at like the 1 in 10th, 1 in 12 scale fabric soft good clothes that you can get from Japan. By the way, I was looking into the outfits that you can buy. I know that Carmi has some, and Bacon has some. It's pretty expensive. Like, I think that they're well made. At least it seems like they're well made. But it's an expenditure that I have yet to fully justify in my mind. Do you know what I mean? Like, when we talk about model kits, when we talk about Gundams and stuff, something can be like $70, $80, $100, $120 Canadian, and I'll be like, I think that makes sense. I think that's a good value. But when it comes to doll clothes, and if it's an outfit, a sweater, a single sweater or something, and it's like $80, and after shipping and all that, it'll probably be like $100. It's hard for me to fully justify that, at least at this point in time in my life. However, this model kit comes, in addition to everything else, the Mecha Musume model and the effects parts and the motorcycle and the whole other body. It does come with an outfit. It does come with some soft goods. There's the jacket, looks really cool. I think it would be cool if there was some insignia on that. But yeah, it does come with an outfit. That's the skirt. That's the skirt. And that's nice. I don't know. To me, that's cool. This house. Okay, so I'm gonna tidy up this later because I feel like That's going to take a good little while, but let's look at the instructions real quick for the Yip Fung Sim Full Action Plastic Model Kit CF08 Cyclone Hopper Fantasy Girls. So once again, you can kind of take a look there. It's pretty cool. So again, I don't know much about Kamen Rider, but that seems to be some kind of Kamen Rider inspired pose. Yeah, looks cool. So yeah, got the parts list here. A lot of runners. I'm not sure if this is like the most runners I've ever had on a kit. I remember counting it, and I think the most runners I had on a kit was like 50 something odd runners for the VFG girl, Ranka Lee. I mean, as far as construction goes for this kit, it is fairly standard for your Mecha Musume stuff. So if you built one, it's probably not going to throw any kind of curveball that you haven't already experienced. And I'm just taking a look. So the first thing they want you to build is the mecha body. And now we're on to the motorcycle. It doesn't seem all that complex, to be honest. There's a lot of motorcycles out there for in the Plama world and the Mecha Musume world. I think every major company manufacturer has been making some kind of motorcycle. There's like 30-minute missions, or there's Kodo has a couple of motorcycles, I'm sure. So here's the effects part. It looks like the effects part is a multi-part piece, and they have some suggestions as to how you can put the part in the hand, and you can have it as like electricity. There's the base, and there you have it. It's some 2-color pictures. Is that for the water slide decals, I wonder? This part back here? Yeah, there's some water slide decals. Cool. Well, this looks like a lot of fun. I think that I'd like to build this soon as a kind of break. As a break between painting